Hey, it's Adrian from demcrumbliestech. Today I'm taking a look at this Tylink Ergonomic Gaming chair. I already have an ergonomic chair from Autonomous, the Ergo Chair 2, but it has one thing that I wish it did have, which is a footrest. So this chair does have a footrest. I'm going to take it out of the box, assemble it, and then let you know what my experience is like with it, and then you can decide if it's something that's worth it for you. Okay, so I have the box opened, so you can see there's some pretty detailed instructions here. Here's everything all neatly packaged. So let me get going with the review. All right, I'm back and the chair is fully assembled now. I've been sitting on it for about a week. I just want to share what my experience has been like during that time. So installation, it was pretty straightforward. I did it by myself. If you have two people, it's gonna go quicker, of course, like with anything. But everything was there and I didn't have to force anything like with some other chairs where you're like trying to cram things in. That was pretty easy. Now let me go into the actual look of the chair now that it's done. So you can see here, it's a really nice looking chair. Let me just back it up a bit. So it has this like red stitching on black, which is a really nice contrast. It really goes well. It's kind of aggressive, looks like one of those like chairs you'd find like in a sports car. So you can see the red stitching is on the front, even on the back. Like it's accented on the pillow, on the backrest, on the cushion. So it's pretty much everywhere. Looking at the back of the chair, you have these two large holes, I guess, for like some airflow, and this is where you can attach the neck pillow if you're going to use that. And then of course, in addition to the neck pillow, there's also this lumbar support pillow, which works really well when you're sitting. But when you're lying down, I usually take it off so I could lay down as flat as possible. And I'll show that later. But actually, let me show you the features of the chair now. So like I said, when you're just sitting on it, the lumbar support really comes in handy typing for a lot. So I'll move the chair off to the side a little bit. So when you're typing, you can of course bring up the armrests for whatever typing level you want. Then you can drop them back down, and they can also swivel out or swivel in, depending on however you like them. So that's pretty easy to adjust on the fly. And in terms of adjustments now, so you do have the lift here, like the air lift to put that up or down. And then you also have a lever here to recline the seat back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the lumbar pillow out, and then let me back it up because this is one of the neat features of the chair. It can go back like a full 180. I'm not gonna take it that far back, but you just grab the lever here and you can see, I don't know how much that is on camera, but you can see it's pretty much 180, and I think it can even go further back than that. But this is where I'm comfortable, and you can see I can kind of rock back and forth. So there is an adjustment at the back here, sorry, at the bottom. And if you rotate that, you can really tighten it so that there's no rocking at all. But I like a little bit of a rock. And then the last thing is, the footrest. So you just pull this thing out with these two rods here, and then you just flip that there, and you're good to go with the footrest. And like this actually can serve as like a little nap, like a little bed for a nap, because you could just put your foot out here, lay down, have your arms here, grab a blanket or whatever. And you could see what I was saying earlier, like these side bolsters, they really keep you in, kind of like tucked in kind of. And I'm telling you, like, it's really comfortable just laying down here. You wouldn't think it is, but it's quite comfortable, and you could kind of rock back and forth like that. So really handy. And then once you're ready to get back into your work, you want to do some gaming or whatever, just drop that, slide that back in, and then, pull that back up, and then you're ready to type and go back to work. So you can see adjustment wise, it's really easy. And that's one of the most important things, I think, because if you have a chair and it takes a long time to adjust it and it's kind of annoying to adjust it, you're probably not going to use those features. But with how easy it is to do this, to like just pull this out, drop that, and then recline this all the way back, super simple system. All right, so the last thing I want to touch on is the ergonomics of this chair. So usually when you think of a gaming chair, you're not really thinking about ergonomics, you're thinking about like just more aggressive styling, maybe some RGB lights or something like that. But this chair, it's actually designed with ergonomics in mind, and it is suited for home office use. So, you can use it if you're working from home, and then later when you want to game, if you want to kick back, watch some Netflix or whatever, it's easily adaptable for both of that. But getting back into ergonomics, I sit on the computer for like many hours a day. Sometimes it's 7, 8, 9, sometimes even 10 plus hours, depending on the day. And I do have a lot of low back pain, and it has caught up to me like over the years of that type of habit. So now when I buy chairs, I really look for ergonomics, and when you find the right chair, you can sit for many hours and it's not an issue. And this chair is really good. Like I can sit, 3, 4, 5 hours and I'm not noticing an issue. But it's still good to get up every once in a while. But you can see without the lumbar pillow that I took out, the backrest, I don't know how well it shows on camera, but it has a slight curve. So, it really does hug your back. And then just pop this pillow up to the right position. And you're fully supported when you're typing or using the computer. And then for reference, I'm about 5'11", 175 pounds, and the chair supports me well. If you're around that, it's going to be a great buy too. And of course, you can adjust it up or down depending on your height. All right, so I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please consider liking and subscribing. If it's your first time to my channel, thanks for checking out my video. I know there's a ton of videos out there. And if there was anything I missed in the review or anything you want me to cover or take a look at, please let me know and I'll try my best to check it out and get back to you. See you in the next one. Bye.